Small and micro businesses benefit from training opportunities, $220,000 for projects in the Paix Bouche constituency, and over 250 students graduate from high school. Thank you for joining us on another edition of National Focus. I'm your presenter, Kerdisha St. Louis.
And I'm Kimani Saint-Jean. Stay with us for details of these and other interesting stories after this.
Did you know the Caribbean Court of Justice is two courts in one? The CCJ has two functions: an original jurisdiction, which deals with your right to move between CARICOM countries freely and your right to move your money and your business. This is the basis of the CARICOM Single Market and Economy, CSME, and the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas, and an appellate jurisdiction to hear appeals from courts of those countries which decide to use it as their final court of appeal and no longer go to the Privy Council. All CARICOM member states who have signed the agreement establishing the CCJ are members of the CCJ.
Thanks for staying with us. Small and micro business owners are unlearning the bad habits that cause businesses to fail. On Monday, the Ministry of Commerce, Enterprise and Small Business Development held an opening ceremony for a 3-day workshop geared at reshaping the minds of entrepreneurs to grow their businesses. Alexander Stevenson is Executive Director of the Dominica Employment and Small Business Support Agency. He says the training is twofold.
Our objectives in Phase 1 are to ensure small business owners are exposed to appropriate knowledge and skills, to enhance the ability of small business clients to better manage their businesses, create opportunities for networking and harmonizing best practices for efficient businesses. Clients, applicants that actively participate in these training exercises will be given priority for financial assistance, and then move to Phase 2, in which the Ministry of Commerce has already secured the following critical pieces of software: business plan preparation software, sales and marketing plan software, and QuickBooks 2015 software that will ensure that every client that have successfully completed Phase 1 will have their business accounts secured on our servers for the next 3 years to ensure their successful graduation out of the government's support to face the NDFD, the credit unions, commercial banks, and the aid bank.
The Honorable Minister for Commerce, Enterprise and Small Business Development, Rosalind Paul, says government has an integrated approach to enterprise development that will allow the participants to adopt better practices.
We seek to support and create livelihoods and transform lives through further development of enterprise and industry. Your being here for this training and education program is just one of the strategies to reach this broad goal. There is funding and technical support not only available through small grants from the Ministry of Commerce, but at the National Development Foundation and the Agricultural and Industrial Bank.
Topics at the training workshop include how to create a culture of quality customer service and understanding buyer behavior. The Honorable Minister for Trade, Energy and Employment, Ian Douglas, says the workshop will enable the entrepreneurs to contribute to national development.
So even if you have a great idea, as many of you all may have, and even if available financing and cheap funding is made available to you, it takes much more to create and establish a successful business. And so that is why what we are doing here over the next 3 days will become very important to you.
Another wonderful, initiative from the Ministry of Commerce, Enterprise and Small Business Development in creating means for entrepreneurs to have finances to their businesses. And now, contrary to belief, this did not, just come out of nowhere. It's not a first-time thing. In fact, the government has been creating these opportunities for a long time through the NDFD, where when young persons wanted to start businesses and, they were unable or could not find any way to source their businesses, the government allocated these funds so that the young people will have an opportunity to become entrepreneurs and work for themselves and develop themselves.
Yes, and that's through the DYBT, right? Yes. And we see government took even another initiative further and created the small business unit, right? So that persons who already have businesses could get financial support. And even persons like, especially young persons again, who did not even have any skill whatsoever, could learn manicure, pedicure, could learn stone cutting, could learn sewing, could learn catering. So all these things government has been doing and is continuing to do for small business development in Dominica.
And going one step further, a training for the business owners. So that means that not only do they provide funds, they also provide a means for the businesses and the business owners themselves to develop and grow and be sustainable, because the whole point of working for yourself is to create a sustainable livelihood. And it's great that the government is providing these means, because, you know, people always say, okay, well, I'm going to start a business and, you know, that's it, the government has no more interest in me. But we see very clearly that the government is saying, yes, we are interested in seeing that you grow your business and you grow your family as well.
Yes, it's always been a policy of the Dominica Labour Party government to develop people, not only to develop infrastructure, businesses, but to develop people. And to see government, you know, putting that kind of resources in developing people, ensuring that when they're given those funds, their businesses are managed properly. You know, their businesses are marketed, and as you said, the business remains sustainable. The business can grow, and they in turn can employ other people.
That's right.
You know, so that's really a very great initiative.
Yes, it is.
The Dominica Council on Aging is seeking to use technology for the benefit of older persons across the country. Addressing the association's 20th annual general meeting on Monday, President of the Dominica Council on Aging, Zetma Toussaint, says the council has a renewed focus to enhance the lives of the elderly in Dominica.
Looking at development in our telephone system, some of us, and I know quite a few of us here, may recall when regular landlines became available in Dominica, how awe-inspiring that was. Today, landlines have become or are becoming obsolete in our society with the advent of cellular phones. Older persons, especially those in the age group 60 to 80, must position themselves to take advantage of technology to improve their communication and thus decrease loneliness.
The DCOA is also advocating for the use of alert systems in homes to improve the safety of older persons and potentially save lives. Additionally, she noted that efforts are also being made to teach basic computer and messaging skills to interested older persons. Toussaint called on member groups to embrace these opportunities for older persons.
Some older persons may not be willing to participate in such programs, but many will be willing to broaden their scope if we encourage and assist them to live life to the fullest. No longer must we remain in the backdrop, but we must step up and make our presence felt.
The ceremony saw the attendance of some of the nation's eldest, including one of Dominica's gems, Sylvia Joseph née Kazmi of La Plaine. Masisi, as she is affectionately known, now 101, was the DCOA's guest of honor at the Monday's ceremony. She was honored with a presentation by Dominica's reigning carnival princess, Lightlin Julian. Monday's ceremony was hosted under the theme, Information Technology, the Empowerment of Older Persons.
Communities in the Paix Bouche constituency will soon see the commencement of a number of projects thanks to the Honorable Parliamentary Representative Rosalind Paul. On Friday, the Honorable Paul made a presentation to the village councils within the constituency for priority projects in these communities. $52,000 went to the Paix Bouche Village Council.
$1,200 will go towards continued assistance for the self-help that's going on Mamiton, especially the transportation of tarish material, so to continue to assist them. Another amount will go towards purchase of fertilizers to the farmers group as well, for distribution among the farming community, farmers in Paix Bouche, their membership especially. And also, there's a little lane in Paix Bouche, a bakery lane. Most of the other access points are in good condition. So there are a few persons living in that lane, but we need to, and they are senior persons, so we need to at least alleviate their plight. So some of this money will go towards the completion of the bakery road, and with hopefully some savings, which we may also be able to address the Gualaku area. They have a drainage issue there.
$81,000 was allocated to the Kerdisha Village Council. Of that amount, $21,000 will go towards washroom facilities and $50,000 for Phase 1 of the Paix Road.
We know Kerdisha is a major farming community, and it was one of the roads that is on the BAM, but in the meantime, you cannot continue to let the farmers suffer while BAM is taking quite a long time to materialize. So through the Village Council and to create short-term employment for the people, we'll be providing $50,000 to start doing some work in some of the worst parts on the Paix Road. A second check will be made available in the sum of $21,000 towards toilets, again, for Kerdisha people, and focusing on more the senior persons for the time being.
The Benz Village Council received $58,000 for the development of the Magic Road.
Some resources will also go towards fertilizer for the persons within Anseme, Benz, and Solda community, just like some is provided in Paix Bouche. A small sum will go to the fishermen's group as well. They have started doing a little fish stall to be able to sell the fish in a better environment to the people. So we're supporting that initiative. And so Magic Lane, the fishermen, and the farmers support that will come through that package.
An extra $15,000 will go towards toilets for senior citizens in the communities of Benz, Ansdeme, and Asolda. You're watching National Focus. Stay with us.
Wash your hands. I am Adora Tuse, health educator from the Ministry of Health. Proper hand washing protects against the spread of many common illnesses and germs. Wash your hands often with soap and water, or you may use a hand sanitizer. Remember, clean hands save lives. Protect yourself.
A message from the Health Promotion of the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. Secondary school students from across the island are saying goodbye to their alma maters as they look forward to forging ahead.
Release your inhibition, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips.
GIS News witnessed at least 5 of those graduation ceremonies last week. 70 students from the Convent High School, 76 from the Pierre Charles Secondary School, 54 from the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School, 32 from the St. Mary's Academy, and 60 students from the Portsmouth Secondary Schools made their first step in the transition to higher learning. Salutatorian and Student of the Year of the Pierre Charles Secondary School, Almira Luce, described her 5 years at PCSS as war. She credited her success to her family, teachers, and fellow students. She said they all fought together to see her succeed. Valedictorian Ruel Francis challenged his fellow graduates to reach their full potential.
Regardless of the path we choose to travel, there are bound to be challenges that we must face. What I am asking from each of us is to meet those challenges head on. It is not enough to simply exist in this world. That will not move the world forward. You must aspire to excel in all that you do. Strive for excellence always. And as our school motto instructs us, to learn and to excel. It will not be easy for us to understand sometimes that every accomplishment we achieve helps to make a mark not only on this society that we live in, but to the world's achievements.
At the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School, 16 students excelled with distinctions and merits, more than half of which were young men. ITSS alumni and featured speaker, Father Bronca John, congratulated the 2015 graduates, calling on them to understand that greatness is not for one to discern in themselves, but for others to discern in them. The theme for the 2015 ITSS graduation ceremony was Aim for Greatness, It's Within Your Reach.
When we look at mountains, for instance, and Dominica has quite a few of them, they seem like mighty obstacles. They can seem to us to be things in the way. But the top of a mountain offers a great view of what lies around us. A mountain offers a great height to those that meet the challenge of actually climbing the mountain. The point is this: a pile of problems presents us with something we can build upon. And as we climb, we gain perspective. Challenges make us champions.
The 2015 ITSS valedictorian was Polisha Dennis. Graduates Nicole John Luce and Malik Bedno received the Salutatorian Award. John Luce was also awarded Student of the Year. Meantime, at the Convent High School's graduation ceremony, Honorable Minister for Social Services, Family and Gender Affairs, Catherine Daniel, speaking on behalf of the Minister for Education, says government continues to provide a support system to heighten students' chances at advancing in their academic and professional development. This, she says, will provide opportunities for personal growth and is an investment in the future growth of Dominica.
Our investment in the human resource base of this country starts at early childhood level and continues throughout primary, secondary, and post-secondary. We are extremely committed to our role in ensuring that as many of our children of school age as possible have access to a sound education. As government, we are proud that compared to our counterparts in the region and internationally, Dominica can boast of a high access rate to quality education at all levels. In the past 2 years, we have taken our access rates from just over 50% to more than 80% at early childhood level.
Valedictorian of the Year at the Convent High School went to Kezia Carbon. Other top performers included Kira Akila Richards, Christy Balthazar, and Marisol John. At the St. Mary's Academy, SMA alumni and featured speaker Bernard Paquette advised the 32 young men to create a life plan, as he believes that proper planning at an early age is one of the keys to success.
Rising to success will require you to build upon the foundation that you have gotten here at the St. Mary's Academy. It requires you to have a plan for what it is that you would like to do with your life. Some of you already know what your career path is going to be. It may be that some of you will go straight to work, others to college, either here or overseas, while some of you still have yet to decide. Those of you who haven't decided, take your time, but hurry up. Once you have decided what it is that you want to do, and then you formulate the steps you are going to put in place to achieve those goals. The importance of having a plan is that the details will change and you will have to adapt, but the overall plan will remain in place as your guide.
Paquette cautioned the graduates to keep away from attractive illegal activity, as there is a high level of expectation placed on them as SMA graduates.
When I met you earlier in the school year, guard against the urge to get rich quick. Especially, be mindful of illegal activity that on its face promises big money, luxury, and bling. I cannot begin to tell you of the number of young men who have chosen that path only to end up before me begging for mercy. SMA class of 2015, do not do this. Your parents expect better, your teachers demand better, and you deserve better.
The theme for the 2015 SMA graduation ceremony was Rising to Success, Soaring Beyond the Horizon. Meantime, at the Portsmouth Secondary School, students graduated under the theme Conceive, Believe, Achieve. The Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Portsmouth constituency, Ian Douglas, spoke on behalf of the Minister for Education. He encouraged students to take full advantage of the opportunities presented to them by government. He asked students to make attending the Dominica State College a priority.
The government of Dominica have done everything possible, and we have made all of the necessary adjustments economically and administratively to put systems in place to ensure that all of you, our students in Dominica, our graduating classes all over Dominica at this period of graduation are presented with the opportunities to forge ahead and to achieve success.
Keynote speaker at that ceremony, Dr. Diana Baron Belfield, gave the graduating class 4 keys to their destiny.
The keys we discovered today are very simple. First, know your goals, dreams, and limitations. Know your reality. Manage your resources well. Don't live outside your means. Secondly, be self-motivated and dare to be different. Don't be afraid to stand alone if you are standing for what is good and true. Be your biggest fan. Thirdly, choose good role models and learn from them. Money is not everything. A good character will take you where money cannot. And lastly, be responsible for your own actions and their consequences. Remember that your destiny is in your hands.
And that's the English news. McPherson St. Luce is next with Creole highlights.
Chaque enfant a droit pour taper protection de monde qui a abusé. Et tout le monde ensemble a une responsabilité pour protéger les enfants de monde qui a abusé. Maman, quoi les enfants ont dit on moun abusé. Et va continuer piquer ça là arriver devant l'office. On bon maman qui a protégé les enfants. Il pas accepter l'argent et bien matouyo pour fermer bouche li et bien pour tout faire ça qui fait. Un beau papa qui a protégé les enfants et bien il pas abuser. Et bien un homme qui un homme pas faire break des enfants. Ni pas ni visser puis enfants. Les enfants changer pour héler. Et bien parler contre lui tel si un monde qui essayer abuser ou tel dem. Dio juste un monde quoi et bien yo fait quelque chose contre lui. Les enfants changer grand monde pas si poser mado pour chaîne pièce sigoué qui pas faire ou sentir confortable. C'est là pour croiser silence ça là. Child abuse a fait visser puis enfants, c'est yon sigoué ou pas si poser chaîne. Pour plus d'informations à sous affaires visser puis enfants, child abuse, contactez département social welfare à sous 33 Great Marlborough Street. The telephone 266-2080 or 266-3020. Afternoon.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non, moi, c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, ministre commerce entreprise et puis développement petit business, qui a organisé trainement pour monde petit business en Dominique. Trainement 3 jours là qui a pris place en NDFD en Roseau, qui a targeté monde petit business sur le pays là. Selon le ministre commerce honorable Rosalind Paul, trainement ça là qui mettait participants en meilleure façon conduire business et puis succès.
Aujourd'hui, nous avons un programme pour éduquer et développer un monde qui est business à Dominique, un monde client qui a venu nous supporter à Ministry of Commerce, Enterprise and Small Business Development et nous essayer de information qui est point et faire business au meilleur. Parce que même si vous improvisez l'argent pour faire business, si vous n'avez pas d'informations qui ça fait bon business là qui coule, et nous pas voulons business couler en Dominique, et nous voulons faire certain bon business tout en Dominique. So nous travaillons avec tout client pour nous ça fait bon business. So c'est pour ça nous avons un programme là aujourd'hui pour éduquer mon sud pays là avec skills, information pour aider eux. Nous avons un programme comme ça déjà en Guatas pour les gens qui vivent à nord pays là.
Et puis plusieurs services médicaux qui offerts pendant Bateau Medical Lamy Week. Visitez ici mois prochain. Parole là sorti au ministre de Santé, Honorable Dr. Kenneth Darrow.
Portsmouth. Aussi, il y a des services pour Wesier, pour Wesier, pour Wesier mauvais, et toutes ces bêtises là. So, c'est un bagage nous plaît. Nous sommes excités parce que nous les remercions le gouvernement l'Amérique, l'embassy l'Amérique, le gouvernement pour offrir nos services là. C'est pas pour mes femmes, moi apprendre que yo déjà venu assez dans qui des 3 ans passés que yo était venu avec tout bagage en l'ordre pour assurer que mission ça c'est un succès. Avec Ministry of Health déjà promettre mission que nous que fait tout ça nous qu'a fait nous a fait tout ça nous pour faire nous que continuer faire tout ça nous pour faire pour assurer que tout bagage marché doit être
et puis finalement un programme pour faire et puis affaires solaires ça prend place en territoire Kalinago. Parole celle-là sorti au ministre Kalinago, Honorable Cassius Darrow.
Mais ce bagage Caribbean Community for Climate Change Center. So ça y a fait il a lancé un $341,000 project. Là il a mis solar bagage ça fait solar panel dans le territoire pour bamon cléter solar. So ça quand aider nous en pile nous ka remercier pour gouvernement pour faciliter le programme ça là-bas.
Messieurs mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Non moi c'est McPherson and Luce. Au revoir.
Tips on saving money coming up next.
Chaque enfant a droit pour taper protection de monde qui a abusé. Et tout le monde ensemble a responsabilité pour protéger les enfants de monde qui a abusé. Maman, quoi les enfants ont l'aide de monde abusé. Et va continuer piquer ça là arriver devant l'office. On bon maman qui a protégé les enfants. Il va pas accepter l'argent et bien matouyo pour fermer bouche li et bien pour tout faire ça qui fait. Un bon papa qui a protégé les enfants et il pas abuser. Et un homme qui un homme pas faire break des enfants, ni pas ni visser les enfants. Les enfants changent pour aider. Et bien parler contre les tel. Si un monde qui a essayé d'abuser ou tel dem. Dio juste un monde quoi et bien fait quelque chose contre lui. Les enfants changer grand monde pas si poser mado pour chaîne pièce sigoué qui pas faire ou sentir confortable. C'est là pour croiser silence là. Child abuse a fait visser les enfants, c'est yon sigoué ou pas si poser chaîne. Pour plus d'informations à sous affaires vice et petits enfants, child abuse, contactez le département social welfare à sous 33 Great Marlborough Street. The telephone 266-2080 or 266-3020. Afternoon.
Make your own gifts instead of buying from the store. If you want to save money while also giving generously, creating your own homemade gifts is one way to accomplish both goals. You can make food mixes, candles, fresh baked bread or cookies, soap, and all kinds of other things at home quite easily and inexpensively.
Write a list before you go shopping and stick to it. One of the easiest ways to save money is to only shop when you have a list, because when you're without one, you typically end up making impulse buys and unplanned purchases, all things that cost money. Creating a list before you go to the grocery store is especially important. Not only can it help you buy items that fit within your meal plan, but it can also help you avoid buying food you might waste. Always create a list and, more importantly, stick to it. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm.
Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News Desk, I'm Kimani Saint-Jean.
And I'm Kerdisha St. Louis. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.